All right, toy fans, here, I'm going to try something out. I know it's Sunday, it's not our usual day, but that's okay because guess what? The Temu Vampire Stagecoach came in. I would give you a brand, but I have no idea. I had to cut the package. So it came in a package like this with an extra little package like this. The directions were inside, and I was like, hey, I'll look on there. I'll find out what the name of it is, and I mean, there's nothing there. It looks, I mean, and quite honestly, it looks rather complicated. There's a lot here. I've been looking for where one starts way over here. It's kind of all over the place, but you know what? I like vampires. I think it was like Dracula's Castle on Amazon, and I don't even know what brand it was, but I was like, I've got a what is it, Strant, or no, it's Von Strant, I think, from Ravenloft from Dungeons and Dragons. So, and I brought him here with me, but it was like the little minifig from Dungeons and Dragons, from the Ravenloft campaign. He's a vampire, so I was like, this could be a pretty cool figure to put with it. It's a stagecoach. I've been having fun with other stagecoaches that's Wild West stuff. So I was like, you know what? Let's try this out. Let's see what it is, and hopefully, I know yesterday with the Cupid's my Cupid's box build, that was a nightmare getting that set. So today, hopefully, the build's going to be a little bit better. I'm really hoping it's going to be better. I can't tell if anything is online right now because I'm like looking and it says it's active, but I'm not sure. I'll find out later. Man, I got to tell you, I love the idea of what Restream does. But I'm paying for a service to get 3 channels up and running at the same time. Twitch, YouTube, and it was supposed to be Instagram, but Instagram has its issues with connecting. I don't know why. I tried TikTok. TikTok's like, hey, you got to apply. And then I apply because I do have live stream available. It says, nope, doesn't work. And then I was like, well, I'll put it on Facebook, right? And Facebook is wishy-washy. Though I saw yesterday it had every single of my little tiny videos on there for some reason. People were liking them. I'm like, hey, I'm glad you like them, but there's nothing there. So hopefully this is going out. If it is, welcome to the show, right? Woo! All right. Let's check this out. Okay, so this is it's interesting. It's all in Chinese for the most part. There's like a warning up here. Everything else, it's virtually unreadable. Okay, so we'll open this bad boy up here. Oh my goodness. It was like an arrow or something. Yeah, it was like an arrow. See, it's like that little arrow. I don't want to lose any of this. So what I found interesting was that the bag came in a big mailer. It was dropped off apparently overnight or first thing in the morning. And there was a cut in it. Now, this bag here is different than every other bag, but it has parts that belong to this. So it's kind of weird. I don't know if this is going to have everything in it. We could only hope. There's no count as far as like how many pieces and parts are in there. So we're kind of blind rolling it here. We're gonna see kind of what we can do. But there's quite a bit. If you look, there is a ton of stuff there. We've got some gates, some gel cells, some spears, some gold filigree. I mean, we were looking at this with the Cupid box yesterday. So if you did see that video and you loved the video, I hope you did. I know I got preachy in there, but you know, it's a time in this world where I feel like we need to be on each other's sides a little bit more. So We got, I'm going to go ahead and open up this bag. I'm guessing this is a condemnum bag. So a bag that goes with it. Companion bag. Yeah, I don't want to say condemnum. I don't want to say it's like condemned. I mean, I guess it is condemned. It's a Dracula, right? So it's a vampire. We'll kind of move this up here. And then, oh, hey, we got some horses. Now, these horses, we'll take a look. We'll see how these horses compare to our Lumabrix horses, because we did put together some horses for Lumabrix, and they were pretty awesome. I happen to say a lot of very nice things about them. I haven't dealt with Lego horses in a very long time. I come from the days when, the horse had the head that moved up and down. I actually, if I remember correctly, I come from the days when the horse's head didn't move. And you just stick the saddle on it. So, like, for me, one of my first sets that had a horse, and I absolutely loved it. It's one of those I'd get my hands on it if it wasn't $500. And I say $500, and it's only like 50 pieces. It's ridiculous. But it was the Black Knight's Ghost. Absolutely love that piece. It was one of my favorites. Had little doors, had, the Black Castle stuff. It had like an owl on it. It had the knight, had the dragon shield, and it had a glow-in-the-dark ghost with it. Someone put out, it was like a Black Knight's Ghost poster. I might actually pick that up because that was one of my favorite sets growing up. I really dug it. All right, so we're going to put our horse heads over here. We're going to put these bodies right here because we've got lots of horses we're putting together, it looks like. I think we have 4 total horses. So let's sort legs and parts. We got the legs with the tails. We got these legs with tails, galloping body, standing body, galloping body, standing body, and we'll go one horse at a time. So it looks like we got this here. Actually, let's go galloping side. There is some nice printing on that horse head, and its eyes are red. So it reminds me of like the Nazgul horse. Nazgul, if you're like, Taylor, what in the world's a Nazgul? Lord of the Rings, you've got the Nazgul, which were the Witch Kings of Angmar. They're the ones that were hunting for Frodo and his companions to find the One Ring, to take it back to Saruman to empower him. All right, so this looks like a Nazgul horse, honestly. And you can pop the legs back. You can make them pretty cool. I dig horses that have that articulation in the back. Head's a little loose, but instead of having the build through, we've got an actual Lego dip inside of it. So let's do another horse. Put this one on here. Gonna put the leg in the back. Put the body on top. And then this leg on there. And I will say the legs are hollow, so it doesn't feel quite as beefy as the Lumabrix ones. And I don't know if, honestly, I'm not sure if Lego's horses are like this or not, or if this is just kind of a Temu thing that we're going to get some light horses here. But I would like to see how this works as far as working with my Van Straunt's Dracula's type figure. And then, of course, hey, if you guys, I got a birthday coming up. If you want to give me that Dracula castle, I'm not going to complain. I believe you can find it in my wish list. I think I've made it public. I had to go and check on Amazon. I'm like, hey, but if you want to buy me some Lego stuff, I'm always good for it. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4 horses. We're going to set those bad boys right over there. And we're going to be looking up here at 1. Now, I'm going to go ahead and tell you this this sheet here, I might be getting up close and personal, and I might have to pull out a magnifying glass because it's small. It's real small. All right, looks like we got a 4x6. So we got 4 here, 6 here. Yep. 4x6 flat, we need one of those. We need two of the, let's see if I can find them. It is the 1x2 flats. One, nope, nope. This is going to be the fun part, because guess what? Almost everything in here is black and red. Alright, 1x2 flat. We need 1, 2. Find some more. I know they're in here. 3 and 4. And I gotta admit, Lord, I ask if we're gonna put this live build together. I ask the cameras keep working, and honestly, I ask that we have all the parts, because I don't know how in the world to get this stuff back to Temu if it's not working correctly. But we're going to see. We're going to try our best here. All right, looks like we got some undercurve things. We need 4 of these undercurves. So 1, 2, let's see, 3, and I need another one. Oh my goodness. This is that part of the day where I'm like, why? Oh, there it is. 4. All right. And it looks like I need 2 of these little brown bars. So I've got 1 right here. I got 1. Oh my goodness. Hey, here's the thing. If this thing gets put together and it's got all the parts, this will be probably one of the coolest things. Once I saw this, I had been eyeballing this for a while. It was up for a pre-order on Temu. So I guess as a pre-order, it was like, hey, you know, come pre-order this. It took weeks now to get it to me. Oh man. You know what? I might have to just wait a little bit, kind of mosey through. We might have to come back to this one part because I don't see it in there. But let's see what we can build. But anyways, the this build happened to be like one of those, or sorry, this happened to be one of those sets that I looked at and I was like, that's pretty cool. Like, it's vampire stuff. I like vampires. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't like vampires. You know, if I think of like modern day vampires, I'm like, eh. But I like, you know, like Ravenloft back in the day. That was kind of a jam that we'd play. D&D wise, that was really the only campaign I had ever played. And I really need to find some D&D buddies, so I can actually play a true game, play through the whole thing. I'm not feeling like I'm cheating. But I've had some vampire hunting games. I've got other stuff, but I like the old school, like you think of like Simon Belmont vampire hunting sort of stuff. Like, I dig that. Like Castlevania is a jam. I love Castlevania. So for me, kind of goes right with that. All right, so it looks like we need some teeth. We need 1, 2, we need 4 of those, right? Yeah. 3 and 4. We got the teeth. Maybe I'll come across that other bar. It'd be nice if all the parts are here and I'm not having to scrounge for some parts out of, you know, our parts bin. I mean, that if it's not there, it's not there. But if it's there, it'd be nice. Okay, and then we need, it looks like a 1x6 and then a 2x4. 2 of each. So 1x6, 1. Already got, looks like a melted piece here. 1, 2, and then 2 2x6s. 1 and 2. Let's take a look at this. Let's see how this works. Oh, and then these 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Interestingly enough, some of these off-brand pieces, you never know what you're going to get. So I don't know. Hopefully hopefully we got something, a full thing here that we can completely put together. It'd be nice if that were the case. But I'm not holding my breath. That would be foolhardy of me. Definitely foolhardy. Okay, I put that together wrong. I'm going to pop these off. And it looks like these... it's a lot harder to do without the bar there. I'm guessing this is a part of the side. And this goes here. And then we'll make the other side here. 1, 2. Got this here. Put some teeth down. Pop that on. Pop that on. Pop that on. Okay. So, here's the problem with the bar. If I don't have a bar in here, which I'm looking for, and I'm not seeing a little brown bar. And one of the things that's going to be, look at that, and that's, hopefully, those are 2 pieces hopefully I don't actually need. Already off the bat, little concerned because we're missing a part. We got 2 parts that are kind of dead. And there might be some things that I'm having to replace. So we're going to skip the bar portion. Hopefully we're not attaching anything to the bar, because if we do, that's really going to change a lot of the dynamic of this. But we're going to skip the bar for right now. What I'll do is I'll have to find a bar out of my kid's stash, put it in here, and then kind of move on. All right, so we're on number 3 here. So it looks like we got another, what is that, a 4x6. We got a 4x6 here. Looks like we need one of the is that 2x4? One of the hitch pieces, if we can find it in here. I also need these. How many of these do I need? 2 of these curved pieces. 1. We need that. Need that curved piece, if I can find it. We do need this. I got 1 here. I need 1 more. Well, so here's another one of our curved pieces. We got that. And we need another wheel piece. Interestingly enough, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Oh, look, here's a wheel piece right here. Thank you. Already kind of working on some unlucky territory with this one. Yeah, this is, it's like I want it to be amazing, but this might be one of those reviews where it's like, hey, you know what? Get it, that's okay, but you definitely want to be kind of adding some stuff to it. Alright, so that goes, oh, I see, so it's 2 different things. We need 2 of these, so this is going to go here. This is going to go here. Oy vey. Alright, so it looks like we need another one of these. So we've got one of these, and then we need 2 more of the wheel pieces. Now, I haven't had a lot of luck finding these wheel pieces. Here's one. They kind of, unfortunately, they kind of blend in with everything. And then you've got pieces like this that are melted. And I'm like, oh, that's not a good look. When you get stuff like that and you're like, I'm not quite sure about what I've got here, if this is an actual doable thing. So far, it seems to be okay. And I'm just kind of hoping it stays that way. So it looks like that goes on the end here, that goes here, This goes right in here, and then this is going to go right on there. Okay, not bad. All right, this is going to pop onto here with the spoke up front. It's going to pop on the back with the curve on the back. We got ourselves a little bit of a carriage portion here with some teeth on it. Some teeth. Because if you want to deal with vampires, obviously you're going to be dealing with monstrous teeth. Okay, so we're up here on 5, and it looks like we need 4 of these black studs. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We need 2 of these tan pieces. 1, 2. We need 2. They're like inverted, but they're 1x2s. Let's see, my inverted 1x2s. They're kind of like this, but they're inverted, right? Or do they go on top? We got the top ones or the inverted? Oh man, it doesn't. Oh, they go. I think they go on top. But is that? Are they the 1x3s or what? No, I think it's just by 2s. Yeah, I'm gonna take these two. I'm gonna set them off to the side because we might be utilizing them here in a minute. I got lots of those. I don't necessarily see the other ones that I think they're trying to show off here. Yeah. Okay, so let's grab 2 arrows. 1, 2. We got that 1 bar. So there's like 1 black bar that's in here. That was the one that I was like, maybe I can use this as the brown bar, but I decided not to. I'm glad I didn't, because apparently that one we do need. All right, and it looks like here we're going to go 1, 2. This is going to come down here. 1 and 2. It's going to go on the end. 1, 2. It looks like the arrows go into this with the spoke coming out. 1, 2, and then these are going to go on top. Already seeing a problem with that. So I guess there is actually a curve that's supposed to be just a 2 up. I'm going to keep looking for a minute. I'm going to keep looking. Apparently, it's one of those where it's like, yeah, I don't... Oh, did I? I thought... No. I thought I saw maybe. No. Oh, my eyes. I'm getting old. Ah, I do. 1. So I've got 1 right here. There's 1. Ah, that's going to be a tough one to find in this mess. But you know what? I bet if I look hard enough, I bet you I can find the other one in there. How does it look from the underside here? Okay, so it's a step, huh? Here's the other one. Woo! You know, and here's the thing. I thought I saw it in there. All right. Now this I can't tell. So I've got some that actually have a hole in it, and some that are studs. I'm guessing these are just studs. I keep hitting my head on that. I'm guessing these are just studs. So I'm going to go with just studs. I'm going to hope they're just studs. And it looks like we got 2 of these little arm things. So, like the robot arms. We use them for battle droids, don't we? Yeah. If this were Lego, I'd say they're battle droid arms. This isn't Lego. It's compatible with Lego so far. So far it looks like everything in here would brick in with any sort of normal Lego set. These look the part of Lego for sure. But it's Hey, it's not Lego. We go ahead and warn you now. Not Lego. Lego, my good vibes here. It's not Lego. It's Temu Building Blocks. And I say that, and you know, I kind of joke around. I'm like, Temu. I've got some pretty cool stuff off of Temu, but honestly, I got some questions. You know, it's like, what's her name from Toy Story? It's like, hey, I have some questions. Like, I have all the questions right now. Okay, we're on number 6, and it looks like we need 2 of these 2x4 talls in bright blood red. Looks like we need a 2x4 in brown. That's a flat, and then a treasure chest. Now, I like the treasure chest. This actually reminds me of, you know, again, I played with Lego forever. My first set was like it was almost like an AT-AT walker, but it was Lego space, and I was a kid when I got that. The back of it had like a little crane thing that had this movable arm and a claw, and it had these little pieces that you could put stuff in the legs. You'd move one leg, move the other. It had missiles that came out of the top. It had a detachable shuttle. Absolutely loved that thing. It was probably my favorite set. I used to build that thing all the time, and I would build different stuff. Like I would change it up. I would do all sorts of things. So you know, Lego wise, I've been at it for a while. And when the pirate stuff came out, I was getting that. I loved the Lego pirates. I used to my sister-in-law JJ. We used to sit. There's a picture of us where we're sitting, and I've got like the pirate Legos out, and we're like battling and playing Legos with each other. Like, you know, and that was, man, I was in high school at that point. I love Legos. Fun stuff. Fun stuff. All right, looks like we need 4. So we've got 4 of the 1x3s. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We got 4 of these inverted claws. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then 4 of the regular claws. 1, 2, 3, and let's see, I'm sure, and 4 right there. So I got 4 and 4. These, oh, wait. Sorry, it's not like a book. So we actually need to be over here on 7. I'm going to put this off to the side. That's going to be for step number 10. For right now, we need, it looks like, 2 of these 1x4s, 2 of these light gray gel cell pieces, and then 4 of the hinged rockers. So let's take a look. I saw them in here. There's one. Another one. There's 2 sets. I should have 1 more set in there. There's the bottom. I know I'm going to find it in here in a minute. There's a top. And we need 1 more, right? Yes, we do. Taylor, of course we do. We need 1 more. 1 more. We don't have enough. We don't have enough. I don't want to run off. I don't want to have to run and go grab it. And I'm sure this is kind of a more important part of the build. Hey, looky there. We got the bottom. We just need the top. There's the top. We got it. This would definitely help to have like steps bags. Hey, we have these all, you know, put together in bags based on your steps. But alas, it does not, and that's okay. You know, we were able to get it for $8. So that's going to kind of tell you something right there. Hey, Taylor, you get what you pay for, man. All right, this is going to go back this way. Now, with this, I'm going to turn this around and set it back this way. Because I have a feeling it's going to open from the back. It's not wanting to stay kind of shut and stuff, but that's okay. You know, we'll figure it out. It says that this goes on this portion here, and that's going to tilt forward. That's interesting. That's really interesting. Kind of, that's a weird setup, but you know what? I'm trusting the process. I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna see what happens, see how it works out for us. Got another, and some of these like they're finger tight. Like they, you know, I've got that one horse that's kind of loose, but a lot of these pieces, I'm putting some strain on them trying to get them into the build here. All right, and that's gonna go forward, I guess, like that. So, kind of forces itself out in a very interesting way. All right, we need 2 of these guys. 1, 2, 4 of the 1x1 talls. Got 1, 2, 3, and 4. They're all there together. We need 2 of the 1x2 talls. 1. And of course, I know I've got to have another one here too. Let's see, 1x3 talls. 1, 2. Surprisingly, I need this one. So there's 1 here. 2. How many of those do we need? We need 4 of those. 3 and 4. And then the 1x1 double talls right there. Okay. And I'm looking to see. So this is going to be rather interesting. So it looks like this goes down, this goes on top, and this is going to fit up there. This looks like it's going to go here. Okay. And then we've got this. That goes there. This goes on top here, I'm guessing. And then what in the world? Yes, here. Oy vey. Here. Is that right? Yes. Okay. And that's going to fit to that. So we've got this kind of weird bat wing sort of motif here. I'm hoping, like, I'm looking and I'm like, I know we got to have these for the other side, but 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I bet you. Hopefully we got one more. That's kind of a key piece for. Yeah. Okay. Whew, we have it. Okay. Let's build the back side. Kind of in the same vein. So we've got this goes on top. That goes here. This is going to snap into here. And then we've got this goes to here, that snaps there, goes on top, builds up, and fits to there. Push them, make them kind of snug, and that fits onto here. Okay. It looks better with the brown bar. I don't like not having the brown bar, but unfortunately, I mean, if we get done, it's in here. I might change my mind. But so far, I definitely have a, hey, buyer beware. You might get a deal on it, but it might not have everything. And I'm kind of seriously wondering about these 2 parts right here, because it's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm guessing these are 1x5s, and they're smushed. If I don't have 1x5s, that's going to be a tough one. 1x5s are hard to... Lego does not do a lot of 1x5s. So that's not something I'm just going to find a ton of in the bucket. So we're going to turn this around. It looks like we're going to repeat it. So when I teach pattern, oftentimes I'll ask a kid, I'm like, hey, Pete and repeat, we're in a boat. Pete falls out. Yeah. Who's left? Repeat. Okay. Pete and repeat are in the boat. Pete falls out. Who's left? Repeat. Well, Pete and repeat in the boat. And I do that in a very annoying way to kind of get them to understand, like, hey, it's a pattern. It keeps repeating. Finally, I want them to say, hey, stop repeating it. And it's like, hey, there you go. That's what a pattern is. It's repeating over and over and over and over and over. Alright, so two. I should have two of these, but I see one. Two. Four of these. One, two, three, four. The two bars and those two things. Okay. Whew. I remember when I saw this package, I was excited. I was like, hey, it is in. I'm excited about this. I'm hoping it works out. Really hoping it works out, but we shall see. Alright, so that's going to fit there. If it's the same directions as last time, we know that this is going to come up. It's almost like a winged sort of thing. That goes there. This one goes up on top. That'll fit here. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. So that goes there. That snaps in. That goes there. This goes up on top. And we're going to fit it right over there. Pretty cool. Pretty cool so far. It's weird that it's pulling a little bit, but yeah. I can see the carriage. I can definitely see it now. Yeah. Alright, let's take a look. We are on number 10. Number 10, it looks like we got 4 and 4, and then it looks like, are those? Yeah, that's our number 10. I already pulled them. Hey! We got that. That's awesome. Alright, so... Oh my goodness. So it looks like this goes across here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Snap those back in. I want to keep them there. I guess this is like a fangula. Alright, and then the outright snap here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it looks like the inverteds fit on top. 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's a little weird, but I'm sure there's a purpose. If we were in the ocean, it would be a porpoise. And I'm pretty sure they got a reason for it. Number 11. We got lots of little parts here. So it looks like we need 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We got those. We need 2 of these little 1, 2, right? 1, 2. Those are in red. We need 4 of, it's like a little clampy thing here. Let's see if we can find it. Do we need, oh my goodness. So it's like we need the 1x1s that have the top stud on it. 1, 2. How many of those? Just 2. 2 fangs. 2 white fangs. 1, 2. Is that inverted claws? It looks like 1 stud. Is it a stud or is it the one with the hole in it? It looks like a stud. One of these, so a 2x1 smooth with 1-up stud. 2 1x4s. 1, 2. Looks like I need 4 of these. 1, 2. 3. And 4. I found it. It's right there. So 4. 1 bat. And then a 2x6. Just one of those. Oh, 2 2x6s. Two 2x6s. Well, golly gee, do I have everything? No, I do not. I need two inverted claws. That's like quite a bit. You know, it's like when you have one direction that's got 17 pieces in it, that's where I like where Lego chops it up. Lumabricks chops it up. You know, they have in between steps to show you where to place wires for lights and stuff. But this is definitely not them. All right. So it looks like, oh man. All right. So it looks like this inverted claw is going to go on the back of this, right? And it's going to attach to this. This is going to go right here on that. Yes. Yes. With these, you got 1, 2. Oh, man. 3. And 4, it looks like. Alright. And you've got... That's cute. Alright. At least it looks cute. At least it looks good. That's the thing. It's like, hey, I'm all for it. It's complicated though. I'm not gonna lie. This so far has been a complicated build. I'm scratching my head at half of it, kind of going, what? And it looks like this fits across here. So I think that's how it works. And then this fits up here, I'm guessing. There. And then I guess you can bring that down or up. I guess down. Oi! Alright, what came out that I need to know about? Oh. This is until, here's the thing, until we get the doors on there, this thing is a little weird because it pulls. It definitely pulls on the center mass of this and makes it kind of difficult. Here, let's pull this up. Let's push that out. And let's... Oh, that's what I'm missing. Where in the world did... It's here. Oy vey. Alright. I'm going to pop that stud out. We're going to try this one again. You know, stick that one on here. This is definitely like one of those steps where it's kind of like, for some builders, I'd be infuriated to be like, really? That's what you want me to do? Come on now. Come on. All right. So we got the back portion done. I'm over here now. I'm looking at this. And it looks like I might... Oh, my goodness. All right. So we're going to snap... Wait a second. It looks like we need 2 more of these. 1 and 2. Okay. And we're going to snap those in. 1, 2. So they're snapped in. This has a bar that goes underneath. Okay. We got that so far. We got it. We got it. We got it. That's going to go on top. The bat is going to go on here. These go right up. Oh, that's not... Oh, my goodness. I guess that's where the one stud comes in. So the bat has to sit higher than the fang. And then the fang sits and goes out front. 1, 2, and that goes out front. Okay. Okay. I get it. I get it now. You got 2 of these bad boys that are going to fit underneath. So we'll put 1 here. Put the other one here. Lots of decorative pieces to this. which I'm not complaining. I like decorative pieces. I like it to look the part and the roll and etc. We put this on the wrong side. You didn't realize that, Taylor. This one goes here on the back. Is that right? So I guess it goes here in between the two. So it goes here and there. Okay. And that pulls forward. That goes underneath. I want it to kind of free dangle hang. So there we go. Okay. This one goes up front. And it goes right here. I guess that goes back as far as it can. I'm going to push this one up here. I'm going to press that up as far as it'll go. Okay. And then that will go like so. Okay. I mean, it's got some pretty... Here's the thing. It's got some really cool look to it. I dig the look. Now we've got those big... So it's like with two swords. One... Two, oh, there's a samurai sword right there, right in front of me. Then we got two of these gold filigrees, and then two of these taller ones here. The one by, it's like the 1x3 curves. 1x3 curves. It makes sense to me. All right. So it looks like for these, we're gonna put the sword goes on the side. So we're going to put one sword here. Right? Am I correct on that? Yes. And then the other sword goes on the other side. So it goes there. How very dangerous to put swords there. But hey, you know what? I'm not the bad guy in this scenario. I didn't design it. And if you want to look tough, and you put gold, black, red, and swords all over your thing, chances are people are not going to mess with you. Kind of found he's not actually a vampire. He just doesn't want to be messed with. He's like, I really just want to be able to stay home and watch Netflix, not have anyone bother me. And this is the way I do it. I cover myself in tattoos. I have long hair and a beard. So people will just stop talking to me. I growl every once in a while. Yeah. That's the way to do it, right? Alright, so we got this one. Looks like we're flipping it over to the other side. And we got the same thing. So, 2 gold pieces. I've got 1 sword, 2 swords, and the 2. I'm sure there's one more in here. Hopefully there's one more in here. Please, Lord, don't let us get to this point when we are like at the very end. We've got this much put together and this is as far as we can go. That would be very, very upsetting. Oh, it's right in front of me. That'd be really upsetting. We already got 1 piece missing. We really don't want any more. If that's the case, it'd be like, Temu, man, you failed this time. You really failed. Or whatever. I mean, it's not really gonna say it's Temu's fault, but I will say, I mean, if you're selling it and there's, someone's like, yeah, man, there's missing parts and pieces, and honestly, I'm looking and I'm like, who would I even contact? I can't read half of it. I don't want to put it in like a Google translation and try to figure it out. At that point, it's like, you know what? I'd run down to my local Bricks and More. It's a little Lego shop here, and it'd be like, let me grab a bag. Here's the pieces I need. Start searching and find what I need, or we got extra Legos out there. Just kind of search parts here and there and see what I got, see what I can find. I mean, there comes a point when it's like you really just can't. You can't stress it. You really can't. All right, so it looks like we got a I need 2 of these 1x3s, don't I? So 1, 2. We finally get one of our doors. We got a door frame. We got a door. And it looks like I need 2 of these inverted claws. We're putting more gold stuff down, I'm sure. I'm sure of it. You know, I didn't stop on 13. So that was 13, right? 13 was here. That was the gold. So I'm going to stop on 13. I'm going to acknowledge that I'm superstitious. I'm going to stop on 13. And we'll go to 14 here in a minute. I will say, let's take a look at what we got, okay? And let's look at what we got. So far, we've got this part of the chariots. You've got like a little seating area. You've got the back with the chest and like little bars here. It's pretty cool. And I mean, I'm really upset at the fact that we don't have that bar. And I'm really concerned that we've got 2 pieces. And this is how they came. One is missing some of the like it was mold injected, didn't make the mold injection. The other one, it's like it got stamped or sat on, or I don't know. I don't see too many pieces like this too often. So it's like one of those. It's like, hey, I really hope we don't need those pieces. Like, I'm really hoping that it's like they were kind of put in from something else and we're not going to use them, and I really don't have to worry about it. But I have a feeling that's not going to be the case. Not at all. I have a feeling it's going to be like, I'm going to need it, and I'm going to be like, all right, kids, well, we got to stop there. We got to figure things out. It probably goes for the horses. It's probably something for the horses. It's probably like a harness piece that connects the 2 horses together. It probably goes right in the center to connect all the horses. That would be my luck. In that case, I'd probably have to go down to my Lego store and get some parts. Which is, when you think about it and you're like, yeah, I got to do it. It's ridiculous that we got to do it. But sometimes you get that off-brand stuff, you're not going to get everything that you want out of it. Alright, so that door does it go? I'm taking a look. How in the world did I miss this? Okay, so it actually goes out. Oy vey. Alright, this is going to snap right on here. This whole time I've been building it wrong. So that goes here. And it looks like we've got this goes right up here. 1, 2. I'm trying to snap them on without breaking it. And then 1, 2. These go in the back. Okay, this probably has something to do with holding the roof on. We're going to flip it over. Is that right? Door opens from the driver. Okay, yeah, I think we'll figure it out from there, honestly, because it looks like the doors, I like to have the doors all go the same direction. I'll probably fix that. Not like, I think classically on most stagecoaches, the doors should all open to the same effect across the board. And if not, if it doesn't, there's a problem. So if this is going to open, if it's going to open to the driver, okay, let's say it opens to the driver. And I have to see, like, my other stagecoach, I think, opens backwards to it. So I think it opens to the back. We're going to have this open to the driver. So if that opens to the driver there, when I put this in the frame, I want to put it on this side. I want it to also open to the driver. His driver, his Igor, that's the person who's going to protect him. That's where he wants to get his protection. He needs to have it open to the driver. All right, so that's going to go here. As soon as we're able to, like, fix this mess so it's not so wiggly, that's going to be great. Because this up here is just a little too loosey-goosey for my taste, to be quite honest. I don't like that's just, it's really loose. Like, ugh. Yeah, I don't like it. No, I don't like it. All right. Moving on. All right, so it looks like we need 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're all there. Thank you, Jesus. And then 2 of the 1x4 flats. 1, 2. It's all there, and it looks like 2 of these, and they don't have an actual name, so it doesn't tell me how many there is. So I'm gonna pull. I've got 2 different links. I love it. Hey, you need this flat thing. You know, the thing that has absolutely no studs on it for you to count to figure out how much you need. So, here's what we got to do. I'm looking at the direction here. We're on 16. I've got this angled this way. I've got, which way is it turned? This way. 1 and 2. Okay. And I guess this goes here behind this. So, really? 1. Oh, man. 2. And then these also go this way, and this way. And our bat goes there. So it's whatever's going to fit. Okay. These are, I believe, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are 1x8 smooths, flat smooths. That's what we need, 1x8s. And that's what's going to hold this stuff together over here. Keep it from moving on us. It's going to press everything. I'm going to give it a little bit of extra pressing here. I want to make sure it's not going to go anywhere. And I'll keep this stuff up. I guess it can move a little bit. We got the doors open to the driver. Okay. Okay, I'm starting to change my opinion a little bit. Hopefully it works out. Hopefully this is what we need. Okay, so it looks like we need 2 of the 1x4 smooths with a 2 stud up. So we got 1. I'm sure it's in here too. Oi, 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 oi. It's starting to get to that point where we're starting to kind of like get to the end of our blocks here, and we got 2 of these. I need 1 more of these guys right here. Start turning. There it is. And then what else? 2 of our gold filigrees. Some foliage. And it looks like these are going to go right up here on top of this. 1, 2. And then it looks like this fits right into there. Okay. And we had something similar with the Cupid box yesterday. Like that, I gotta admit, that Cupid box, that was cute, man. I'm not one for cute stuff, but I liked that. That was pretty cool. I dug it. We're gonna turn this a little bit to the side. I guess it sits outwards like that. Doesn't sit inside, I can tell you that. And there's not enough room to sit inside, so I guess it goes out like that. Pretty awesome sauce. 17. We're moving to 18. But guess what? You gotta flip it upside down because this thing is flipped reverse. So 18, we need, what is that? A 4x8, it looks like. 4. See, 4 and 4, that's 8. And we need 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. These are going to go on top. So it looks like we got 1, 2. And I like this bright red. Like it is a bright, bright red. Like fire engine red in a way. This is going to go on top of here. And then it looks like we're now building up the roof. So we've got... Thankfully, these are all red. I know that's not going to be those 2 melty parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm really, really hoping we don't need those melty parts. Like, I'm already missing the brown rod that's just driving me crazy. But I'm really hoping we're not missing, or I'm really hoping these, I think 1x5 flat stuff, flat pieces that are, they look like they were part of the blob. I'm really hoping that we don't need those. I'm praying at this point. I'm really praying that we don't need those. How awful would that be? So we got 1, 2. So I should have 2 red hooks. I've seen 1. Oh, there's the other. 2. It's so sad when you get a set and you're like, I don't have a lot of faith in this set. Kind of makes you wonder, like, did you really, like... Ah, look, hey, we found it. We found the brown bar. I'm going to pop this off real quick. The brown bar, here we go. It was stuck in the block. Oh, man. Okay, already it's changing for me. Look at that. There might be some hope just yet. I got a brown bar on each side. Finally. I take back some of what I said. Let's just hope that those melty blocks we don't need. Because here's the thing. If we don't have that, we're golden. We're good. That means that if we have all the rest of the parts, and those are like 2 extras, like, hey, frame these up to show you the value that you got out of it, right? What could have happened, then we got something. Otherwise, I don't know, man. I don't know. All right, we got a 2x6 here. Okay. Wow. This is an interesting. So it kind of goes blocked here. So our hooks are going to go on our 1x4s. This is going to go here. We've got a 1x4 that goes in the center. And then it looks like we get these are going to go here, 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 and then on the top. This is a process I'm not sure I have dealt with in a very long time. Okay, I see it. It fits on here. There is, believe it or not, I'm going to pop this off. Let's pop this off. It's tight. I will go ahead and tell you that this thing is a tight fit. And trying to smash it on top of this wagon is not working. I'm gonna build it this way. I'm gonna set this off to the side. We're gonna build it this way. We need two of these 1x1 flats. I need, looks like 2 of the 1x1 flats with our traditional claw. 1x2, and then 2 of these slanty things. Okay, and it looks like we're working on this side. So there's not a lot of direction here. Oh, I see. Oh, man. Okay. That goes underneath. This goes on top. This goes underneath. This goes... this goes on top. Right? Right. Alright, so I guess it's supposed to look kind of like this. Am I right? I think I'm right. I hope I'm right. No. Okay. Claw goes on the bottom. Stud goes on top. So that's what I am missing. Like I said, these directions, they throw them all in together. You know, here's the thing. If you can get past a lot of the insane, weird direction stuff that you have, right? It goes on top here. If you can get past a lot of this, so far, this is a pretty tight build. Like, I love the look of it. Again, it's a vampire carriage. How often do you get that? But I will tell you, the build portion, getting up to where you want to go, so far, you've really got to decipher, pay attention, and know what you're doing, because it doesn't exactly make the most sense, and it's not going to tell you where to go. Like, it tells you, but I almost feel like I have to have a master's degree in pictured engineering here to understand what it is you're trying to say. Okay, so that's our roof. And hopefully I put these things right. Okay, so now it looks like we've got, now we get the ones with the holes. We need 2 of those. These guys right here, the 1x2s with the 1-up stud with the smooth top. We need, nope. I know I've got another one in here. Yeah, here it is. Two spikes. And it's not like the arrow spikes. These are actual like spikes like this. So we got 1, 2 spikes. We're building the very tip tops of these things. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. I like the look of those. Those are pretty cool. And then 2 of these, like, kind of like these they're not even curves, they're like slanted pieces. We got 1 here. 2, right? Yes. Okay. It's decipher time. Let's figure this out. Okay, so it looks like this is gonna go right in here. Thankfully, they got it turned in a way where you can see what it is that you're doing. This goes right in here. 1. Snap that down. 2. These go right in the center, so they're going to meet up. So 1, 2. It's a very elaborate top for our vampire carriage, to be quite honest. This is going to go here. 1, 2. 1 stud, another stud, a pointy point, and a pointy point there. Now they got some lightning rods to throw the lightning back to the gods in the heavens, much like they say on Something Wicked This Way Comes. That is one movie I watch every year around Halloween time. It's one of my faves. Growing up, that was an absolute fave. I loved that movie so much. All right. We're going to press this down, and we're going to make sure it snaps into place. Come on now. Snap a snap. Ooh, that is a tight fit, but it fits. It's snapped into place. Okay. And we're going to push that back down. This bar right here always keeps popping off, but that's what we got. Pretty cool looking. It looks deadly. It looks deadly. I wouldn't want to drop this thing because I might actually impale and kill somebody on its way down. All right. Surprisingly, we got, I'm guessing these are 1x6s. You know, I'm going to say 1x6s. It doesn't actually say. We got 2 wings here. And it looks like a wing goes right here. 1, 2. Bat goes on this spoke. And then this looks like it goes across right here. All right. 1 and done. It looks very vampiric. And I'm guessing we're going to go to the other side and do yet the same thing. So a wing, a bat. Oh, there we go. A wing. I was about to say, please tell me they didn't cheat me out of a wing. here. Wings are kind of hard to come by, okay? All right, so we'll put a wing here. A wing here. So we got our two wings. We got our bat. We'll turn it the right. Is there a right way to the bat? Nope. There's not a right way to the bat, looks like. And then this is going to go onto that here. I'm not even sure what direction I'm on so far. All right. So it looks like I was on 24. I'm on 25 now. Okay. 25, we got two spears. 1, 2. We've got, looks like 2 arrows. 1 and 2. 2 of these green things. 1, 2. 2 of these. And then 2 lanterns. It's a shame that these don't actually have a lighting kit, because I think the green lighting up, that would be actually fairly cool to see. But we do not have that. Okay, so it looks like a spear goes right on the back. So, oh, you're going to go on the side. So we got 1. Is that right? 1 and 2. And then lantern-wise, I'm looking here. I'm still trying to figure out where the arrow goes. Oh, the arrow goes inside. Oh, I see it. Does it go? I guess it caps on top. So this is going to go inside. This goes in here. So that's pretty unique. That's unique. So it kind of turns the tables on some of that. Utilizes the curve of this. Put that on top. So kind of like that. So that fits into place. And then these are going to snap here and here. This kind of reminds me, so when I think about like I like Bram Stoker, okay? I've got like a collection of Bram Stoker that's got like, of course, Dracula in it. If it didn't have Dracula, I mean, come on. But also has like the Lair of the White Worm. Oh my goodness, Dinner with Dracula. I'm trying to remember the other stories in there. There's quite a bit. Several Dracula stories, to be quite honest. But one thing that I really like, and there's not a lot of description, but the descriptors that we do get, and then what I believe it's Oliver Stone when he did, was it Oliver Stone did Bram Stoker's Dracula? I'm trying to remember. If he did, I love the way that he views or kind of creates the driver and the carriage that takes Jonathan Harker up to Dracula's castle. Like, I love that carriage and I love the look of that. And this, I mean, this is not it, but if I was to redesign it and think of it in that way, this is what I would think of. It's got a very old world sort of look and appeal to it. It's obviously a war wagon, but not quite as elegant. It's Romanian. It's dark and brooding, but also elegant and overly done. Like, this is cool. I'm digging this one quite a bit. And again, hopefully we have everything. Watch this melt. I'm telling you, watch this melty pieces be for the horses. And I'm not going to be able to hook my horses out. All right, so at this point, we need our wagon wheels. It's weird because now, like, they'll have 14 things in one thing, like in one direction, and then it's like, put wagon wheels on this side. Next direction, put wagon wheels on the other side. It's like, come on, man, I get it. Just put the wagon wheels on and move on. All right, so we got one side. Let's turn it to the other side. Sequential art making and engineering is very, very interesting. Okay, so we got a rolling wagon. It rolls really, really well, and it looks pretty good. Okay. Let's see. Now it looks like we're making our harness. it's a thank God it's a 1x6. You know what? I'm gonna kind of scoot this stuff over because it looks like this last bit stuff is kind of for our horses. So I'm gonna bring that over here. I'm gonna clean it up just a little bit. I'm gonna put that on its side for the horses. We'll pan the horses out here. So it looks like we got a 1x6. We need one of those. Two. Man, we're almost done, right? Two of these 1x2 talls. Looks like four of these little gaping harness thingies. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Two of these inverted claws. 1 and 2. Two of these go in one direction and 2 go in the opposite direction. So 1 and 2, 1 and 2. One of these 1x3s or 1x4s, and then a 1x4 smooth. Do I have them all? It looks like I might actually have everything that I need. So it looks like we got. I'm gonna have to take. Okay. Oh no, I'm missing. So I am missing some. This 1 and 2. I need 2 of those. So that's what it is. So that goes here. This goes here. This goes on top. So that's the first part. So that's going to be a part that harnesses in and I guess moves. And then the next part, it looks like we have this one on the bottom, one on the top, these 2 on the top, and then it looks like this goes here, this goes here. Oh, this is kind of cool. It's like some sort of armor for our carriage. Here, here, and oh no, let's find the one that goes the opposite direction. Here we go. And here. So this goes like this. It looks like these are going to go on top here and here. Okay. Oh man. And then that's going to snap into there. And then it looks like we need, what is that? One of these, a bat. 2 of these, 1, 2, a 1x2. How many of those? 2 of those. 2 1x2s. These 2x-claws. So we'll go 2x-claws. 1. How many of those do we need? 1, 2 of them. 2. The long 1x3s, or 1x6, another 1x6 it looks like. Okay. Now with this one in mind, we want to put this up here. This goes right up here. This goes in the center, am I correct? Let's take a look. This goes here. Goes here. I think one of these goes in the center. Goes here. This bar goes on top. That's going to fit to here. 3 up. So 1, 2, 3. So that's going to set there. Bat's going to go in the center. Continuing with our dangerous bat motif, huh? And then yeah, so I'll probably go kind of like that. And then now we need to build the last portion here, which looks like we need 2 of these. 1, 2. Need the opposite sides now. 3. and 4. So we got those. The 2 by claws. So 1, 2, 3 of these. 1, 2, and 3. 1 of the 1 by 4 talls, a 1 by 6, and it looks like 2 of the tall 1 by 1s. Right? Okay. And then let's take a look at what they have here. So they've got on this one, I'm guessing that goes on the bottom. No. This goes here. This goes on the bottom, looks like. And then these go on each side. So here and here. These are going to go on each side here. 1 and 2. I'm going to take this one. I'm going to see if I've got one that fits a little bit better. Yeah, that feels like that fits a little bit better. Of course, a repeat of the side armor. 1. Of course, I got the wrong one. 2. Okay. It's going to fit here. Going to fit here. That's going to snap to here. And then now we need, so we've got our 4 horses. We need 2 of these. 1, 2. We're on the final stretch, peeps. A 1 by and then a bat. Okay, so it looks like this is going to go right here. Much like the other side. So that's going to snap into place here. Boom. And boom. This goes right in the center. This goes here. There's not a lot of reinforcement on this. I might actually find something to reinforce that. But I also know it's got to sit onto the to the horses. So that's going to go here and here. And then we've got the side saddlebag pieces for the horses. That goes here. This one's going to go right here on the end. Okay, and then this, I guess, yeah, this fits right up here where the driver is. Okay. And it kind of, it kind of turns, it kind of doesn't. Okay, and then we got a ton of parts left over that I guess we don't need. We could probably decorate this up a little bit more if we wanted to. Not too bad of a build so far. I mean, I'd like to have seen something to kind of move the horses. Horses go this way, the carriage can go. Something that turns on that level. I think just having like that snap part is a little, I don't know. How do I put this? It doesn't feel as sturdy as it should be. But, I mean, yeah, look, right here, 33, we're on the end. I mean, there's nothing else to add to it. It's pretty cool. I have to admit, I like the look of this. I like the horses. I like the fact that, this stuff moves. It doesn't feel as solid as I want it to be. But, it looks the part. And actually, let me grab it in here. I've got my Dungeons and Dragons figures in here. I've got my barbarian on a boar. And I don't always subscribe to like the way it should be. Here, we've got Stratvan blah 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 blah. And he's got his mouth somewhere in there, but here we go. So we got him with his cup. So he's obviously a vampire, got his vampire teeth out. Let's put him, I'm going to take the horses off right now. And we can put him, let's have him be the driver. This is actually his cage to put all of his, this is going to be the place where he puts all of his victims. Right? I will go ahead and tell you right now, it's looking like it is a tight, tight, tight fit for that driver. Yeah, he doesn't actually want to stay in there, so it's probably going to have to be that he sits inside. And inside, there's like supposed to be a seating area. Well, there's supposed to be a seating area inside, but it's very it's to be desired. So kind of look there. Let's see if I can get a good shot. It works kind of. I think if this wasn't so snapped in that you could pop out the roof, pose them around, do all that sort of stuff, I think that would be great. I mean, it looks great with the figure, like as far as like the Dracula-esque figure in that. I mean, it definitely fits the part. I love the green lanterns, very ethereal sort of lanterns. That's kind of awesome. I'm not too keen on the horses. Don't necessarily want to stay. The harnesses up front are a little iffy. I know this one block up here I might have to replace. It doesn't actually want to stay, but that's that Temu Vampire Stagecoach. Pretty cool. I dig it. Honestly, we've been at this for about an hour and a half. It doesn't take very long. Surprisingly, they had the brown rod. Surprisingly, we didn't use the two melty pieces. I need to figure something out for those melty pieces. I bet you there's something we can do that'll be kind of fun. But yeah, that's our vampire stagecoach slash carriage, whatever you wanted to call it. It is cool. I dig it. Honestly, so I got mine for about $8. Normally I think they run about 25. 25 decent price for it. Honestly, if you can get it for cheaper, I would. The directions are something to be kind of desired. There's gonna be a few times you're scratching your head, but I mean that's the nature of dealing with that off-brand sort of building blocks. But other than that, it's pretty cool. I dig it. So I mean that's it. That's all I gotta say about this one. It's a fun build. I like it. I would suggest if you like vampire stuff, if you like that kind of old look. There's a Dracula's Castle or Vampire Castle on Amazon I'm trying to get a hold of. I could see this stagecoach working really, really well with that. I really can. I think that would be like a beautiful fit. So for me, I think that would be that would be kind of cool. I could definitely see that working out. So but hey, that's it. I mean, we'll look at it one more time. Look at that. It's nice. I mean, it's nice. It doesn't hold together quite as well as I want it to in certain areas, but it's nice. It works out. The red's nice and stark. There, you can see a couple tones of red in there. I'm not too keen on that. The does feel like the top's wanting to snap off, but other than that, it's a cool looking build. And if you got some other like vampiric stuff to go with it, if you got like stuff from like the monster collection, that would probably work really well with it. Dungeons and Dragons, that would work well with it. It looks cool. All right, well, that's all I got. Hey, thank you for joining me today. If you haven't hit the subscribe button on the channels, be sure to subscribe to me. Hit that like button, comment stuff, let me know. I thought this was live streaming. Apparently it's not. But you know what? I don't know. I got to figure out what in the world's going on why certain things aren't working. But I'm still going to deliver videos to you whenever I can, okay? Got a lot of love for you. I love you all. Jesus loves you more. Nothing you can do about it. And good luck with the build. And if you go to find this on Temu, I'm hoping that you got everything you need, and I'm hoping you get a couple melty pieces too. I'm telling you, I'm going to figure out what to do with these. I got something in mind. Let's see how it works out, right? All right. Good night to you. Take care.